those guitar players that have perfect timing, every time you hear them, the timing is always perfect when they play. How do you get that? Well, the truth is, there isn't actually such thing as perfect timing, as everybody is probably aware, because everybody is human. However, there are a lot of things that you can do to actually practice getting very, very good timing. I'm going to tell you some of those things now, and some of them are really simple. The first one, and this is probably an obvious one, is to practice to a click. Practice to a metronome. When you're in a recording studio, you generally, especially nowadays in the digital age, you play to a metronome. This allows, as awful as this sounds, this allows copy pasting for a producer. It makes life a lot easier and allows you to experiment and work out different things. That doesn't mean you have to become a copy paste player. I'm not a copy paste player. I generally write songs, I'll write bits, copy paste, and when I've finished a song, I will then record the whole thing as a straight through on each instrument. And I will play to a click every time I do it though, just to make sure it's as close to perfect timing as possible. So one thing is playing to click and doing different speeds with clicks as well. Faster doesn't mean harder, slower doesn't mean harder. If anything, actually, thinking about it, a lot of the time if something's slower and you've got a lot of gaps between your percussive hits within there, that can actually be harder because you've got to time the hits a lot more because there's a larger gap in there. So one is playing to a click. And then number two is trying different notes to the click. So trying eighths, quarters, triplets, sixteenths, sextuplets, trying all these different notes. So that's if a click is clicking, you're trying different amounts of notes. 2, 3, 4, hitting in quarters, and then hitting in eighths. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Sixteenths, etc., etc. The trickier one as well is practicing different ones to a click as well. So for instance, you say for every quarter that you've got, you could do like an eighth note and 2 sixteenths. So if something, so that'd be like 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then also doing that with lead-like patterns. Let's get some volume on this thing. Doing it with lead-like patterns. And doing it with, doing it alternate picked, doing it legato as well. And then the other thing as well for getting good timing, almost where you feel click, you kind of you develop what's the word, like an internal click from this, a really good internal click, is I demonstrate on an acoustic. When you're strumming, accent the one. So if you get like a chord, like, yeah, we'll go for that. So that could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like make it really obvious, or accent the 1 and the 3. 1, 2, 3. An accent just means hit like a harder strike, but don't like literally like that. Make it kind of like a flick of the wrist when you're on the acoustic. I think that's my favourite one out of them all, doing the strumming accents. Yeah, and just practice those things basically, and you'll get really, really good timing. The click especially, you really do have to practice to a click. I've been in instances where I've been recording people and they're actually really good live players, professional live players, solo acts, and they've wanted me to record them, and they come in the studio to record, and I've put a click on and they cannot play to a click. They can't keep in time to a click. Because they're a solo act, it doesn't really matter. It's not like hugely noticeable live, but when I've had to like live record them, I've not been able to do it to a click. I've had to just get them to do it because they need click training, basically. So just work on those different things and your timing will get better and better and better. I'm quite lucky and fortunate that I practiced to a click quite early on because of my influences and some of the stuff that I used to watch and study. And my influences all said the key is practice to a click. And so I did, but I think a lot of people overlook how important it is. So do those things. If that's helped you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps me to carry on helping people learn the guitar and just chatting about the guitar as well, which I love. If you've got any comments, questions that you want to ask, leave them in the comments below. Anything that you want me to do a certain video on, certain lesson on, let me know, whether it's guitar related, singing related, or neither of the above. Anyway, I'll catch you in another one.